Being alone can be empowering as it helps you realize the importance of self-reliance. Fear is created when we are passive, but we can overcome it through action. Seeking advice from others may lead to making mistakes. Don't dwell on the past, focus on moving forward. If people took back the pain they caused you, you would lose the strength you have gained. Life challenges us before rewarding us. Concentrating on negative experiences will result in continued suffering, while focusing on lessons learned promotes growth. The progress you seek is in the tasks you avoid. It's important to have a positive attitude in life to achieve success. Keep your goals private and take action without hesitation. People who doubt you are often afraid of your potential. Be mindful of your self-talk, as your mind absorbs it. Don't doubt yourself, everyone's journey is unique. Anybody else's because it can't it. Don't worry about what makes you happy, keep it to yourself. The family you make is more important than the one you were born into. Knowing yourself well means you won't need others' approval as much. Just because things didn't go as planned in the past, it doesn't mean your future can't be amazing. Don't let small-minded people make you think your dreams are too big. Trying to please everyone usually means you please no one. We can't become who we want to be by staying the same. Everyone will hurt you, you just need to find those worth it. If you keep questioning if something is right for you, it probably isn't. Accept both compliments and criticisms. You did your best with what you knew at the time. Don't be hard on yourself for past mistakes. Bad habits are hard to break, but worth it. We only regret missed opportunities, relationships we didn't have, and decisions we put off. Waiting for change without taking action is like waiting for a train at a bus stop. We learn wisdom through reflection, imitation, and experience. Trust your instincts over others' opinions. Respect yourself or others will notice. You can't please everyone, so don't try. Steer clear of people who can't admit their wrongs. Focus on one step at a time. Be brave enough to fail. Something new. Your thoughts act like boomerangs. Whatever you share with others will eventually come back to you. It's important to listen to those who may tell you things you don't want to hear, as avoiding uncomfortable truths only delays your progress. Procrastination can cost you the life you could have had, so it's crucial to take action instead of putting things off. Don't rely too heavily on anyone, because even your closest allies may not be there for you when you need them most. It's essential to take care of yourself first before helping others. Making excuses may make today easier, but it will only make tomorrow harder. On the other hand, self-discipline may be tough today, but it will make your tomorrow easier. If you tend to give a lot, remember to set limits, as there will always be takers who may take advantage. Address your own mental clutter before it leads to problems in your life. Sharing your problems with friends before finding a solution may lead to unnecessary stress. Focus on completing tasks rather than dwelling on potential outcomes. Consistency is more important than skill, and having a strategy is crucial to success. Your future depends on your actions, not your doubts. Struggles are necessary for growth, and self-pity can be harmful. Vision without action is meaningless, and persistent effort is needed to overcome challenges. Don't let lack of support hinder your goals, and prioritize your own well-being over pleasing others. Postponing tasks is a weakness, so take action today rather than tomorrow. Silence can be more powerful than words, and setting boundaries is important for earning respect. Work diligently on self-improvement rather than focusing solely on your job. Starting over is not starting from scratch, it's starting from experience. Your future isn't uncertain, it's your mindset that needs clarity. Stop expecting fairness in life and start expecting personal growth. Embarrassment is a necessary part of growth, and embracing beginner status is essential for mastering new skills. You hold the key to your own happiness, so don't rely on others for fulfillment. Take the first step towards success by being prepared to fail. Your words reflect your character, so choose them wisely. Don't be afraid to let go of the wrong things in order to make room for the right ones. In the journey of your future, there will be individuals who come into your life to teach you valuable life lessons. It is important to strive to be a good person, but do not waste time trying to prove it. Just because something is challenging, it does not mean it is impossible. The key to keeping your word is to not make promises lightly. Have low expectations of others, but hold yourself to high standards. This is the secret to a happy life. You may regret things you say, but you will never regret staying silent. Do not allow the same people to disappoint you repeatedly. Nothing is too difficult if you break it down into smaller tasks. Focus on the present and do not sacrifice your progress for the sake of others. Being alone is better than being surrounded by fake people who pretend to care for you. Do not be afraid to give up something good to pursue something great. Do not give up because of past letdowns. Life goes on. It is important to be cautious of who you trust. Success is achieving what you desire, while happiness is wanting what you already have. It is crucial to prioritize yourself and your loved ones before anyone else. Sometimes you must battle with yourself to improve. Motivation may fade, but discipline will keep you on track. Start working towards your goals now and adjust as you go. The fear of repeating past mistakes can be a powerful driving force. Your actions during work hours shape your achievements, while your activities during leisure time reflect who you are. Treat others not as they are, but as they can aspire to be. Focus on a specific goal and watch as obstacles fade away. Recognize your self-worth and do not settle for less than you deserve. Keep your thoughts and knowledge to yourself, as today's friend could become tomorrow's foe. If someone treats you as an option, do not hesitate to leave them as a choice. Sometimes leaving certain things behind is necessary to move forward without regrets. It is essential to be patient with actions and results. The only limits to your achievements are the ones you set for yourself. Stay focused on your objectives, and you will be amazed at what you can accomplish. Do not let the opinions of others hinder your true self. Your loved ones can be your greatest vulnerabilities. Stand firm in your beliefs and goals, and the world will align with your aspirations. Take a step back from people who make you act in a way that you no longer want to be. Enjoy being alone to think and discover more about yourself. Forgive your past self as you have changed. Many of those you confided in may have already shared your secrets with others. Don't try to avoid difficult situations, as that is where your true character is formed. If you define the problem correctly, you are already on your way to finding a solution. There are no quick and easy paths to reaching any worthwhile goals. A person's real character is shown by their actions when they think nobody is watching. Sometimes you have to do what is best for you, even if it may hurt those you care about. Working towards someone else's dreams means sacrificing your own. The first step towards progress is deciding not to remain where you currently are. Don't waste your time worrying about what others think of you. Realize that not everyone's opinion matters. Confront your fears before they control you. Loneliness can sometimes be a necessary part of personal growth. To truly love yourself, you must accept and learn from the challenges you have faced. Focus on self-improvement rather than comparing yourself to others. Strive to do things that set you apart and help you grow into a unique individual. Remember that someone else's success does not diminish your own. Trust only those who have proven themselves trustworthy. Progress is hindered by staying in your comfort zone. The more you listen, the more you learn. Don't worry about the opinions of those who don't truly care about you. Apologies can be accepted, but trust must be earned back. It's harder for others to manipulate you when you are healthy and clear-minded. Realizing your own unhappiness may take time, but change is possible. Surround yourself with people who bring positivity and support, not stress and conflict. Stay focused on your own path and goals, without comparing yourself to others. More vital than your quickness, you may not experience a cozy life with just one source of income. You must construct other income streams. The barriers you put up to keep things out are also preventing good things from coming in. Have at least one person in your life who offers you truthful opinions. Procrastination can turn into never doing it. Take action now. May your decisions reflect your aspirations, not your fears. Wise decisions come from past experiences, which come from making mistakes. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do but leads you nowhere. No job is beneath you. The only thing that should be beneath you is your pride. Work diligently in silence and demonstrate your skills. Instead of criticizing the job you have, be grateful for the opportunity. It is better to be alone than in bad company. If you do not make yourself invaluable, you will soon be unemployed. The key to success is doing ordinary things in an extraordinary way. Time is your most precious asset. There are no refunds or do-overs for wasted time. In most cases, obstacles are a path to success. You are more defined by what you say than what you hear. Your speech has the power to build or destroy. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Surround yourself with those who uplift you. Strength starts where fear ends. The first step to progress is deciding not to stay where you are. Obstacles are just challenges to overcome on your journey. Betrayal often comes from those closest to you. You won't remember the days and nights you wasted at home doing nothing. If you see the world for what it truly is, you'll find more peace in your life. There is no perfect time. Make the most of the time you have. The best thing about tough times is revealing people's true nature. If you can conceive and believe it, you can achieve it. Take responsibility for your actions. It shows maturity. Your goals are the guiding light through life's challenges. If you don't value your time, neither will others. Protect your mental health. No relationship is worth damaging it. Spend time with the elderly, for their wisdom is priceless. Don't always expect someone to save you. Be prepared to stand on your own. Someone for the last time, and don't even realize the importance of the present moment, as it may become a cherished memory in the future. Pay attention to what truly matters rather than everything that catches your eye. Surround yourself with people who uplift your spirit instead of draining it. If you want to change your present circumstances, learn from the past. Find happiness in accepting situations for what they are, not what you wish they were. Take control of your own narrative, and don't let others dictate your story. There are always opportunities to change your path for the better. Don't compare yourself to others, as each person has different goals and strengths. Stay positive in times of adversity to come out stronger. Perseverance is key to overcoming any obstacles in life. Do not let rejection define you. Focus on building your own dreams instead of working towards someone else's. Mistakes only prove that you are trying and learning along the way. Trying. The key to success is to keep a mental image of a positive outcome. Focus on your blessings rather than your problems. Take pride in your efforts, and don't let external factors bring you down. Remember that ships don't sink because of the water around them, but because of the water that gets in them. Don't let negativity from outside affect you and drag you down. Find something you love, something to lean on, something that gives you motivation. Have a fallback plan for when you feel down. Accept that not everyone will see your worth and move forward. Rejection can lead to better opportunities. Strength comes from navigating through tough times. Some of the best moments in life are yet to come. Take a moment to appreciate how far you've come and the hard work you've put in. Don't dwell on the past and miss out on the future. Ignore those who gossip about you. They're not worth your time. Everything you missed out on wasn't meant for you. You may need to make sacrifices to achieve your goals. Don't change yourself to please others unless it's for your own happiness. Don't let the opinions of others control your life. Sometimes you need to cut ties with the past to move forward. A man without a vision for the future often remains stuck in the past. Make choices that align with your aspirations and goals. Worth the losses you'll. Taking action is more effective in bringing clarity than just thinking about it. In order to create a new life, you need to take steps forward instead of just thinking about it. It's okay to make mistakes, but make sure to learn from them and not repeat them. If you're unsure of how to move on, start with something simpler, like not looking back. Sometimes it's important to prioritize yourself and think about what is best for you. Learn to see people for who they truly are, not just what you want them to be. Be humble enough to acknowledge that you're not better than anyone, but wise enough to know that you're unique. Until you're comfortable being alone, you won't know if you're with someone out of love or loneliness. People shape their future through their habits, so focus on developing positive habits. The sooner you tackle the things you avoid, the sooner you'll achieve the things you desire. Accept the things you can't change and work on changing what you can't accept. Discovering your true self is a significant life challenge, and the next challenge is finding happiness in who you are. Sometimes you may not truly know someone, but rather just what you want to believe about them. If you don't take control of your thoughts, someone else will. You can't force someone to love you, nor can you force yourself to love someone else. Don't sacrifice long-term opportunities for temporary comfort. True confidence doesn't come from always succeeding, but from being comfortable with failure. Often the right thing to do is also the most challenging. We are the average of the people we. In order to become a good person, it is important to spend time with positive and supportive individuals. If you want to bring about positive change, you need to take action rather than just hoping for it. People will come and go in your life, with some unexpected individuals becoming fond memories of a temporary period you once believed would last forever. You teach people how to treat you, either consciously or unconsciously. The aim of any conflict should not be to defeat each other, but rather to understand each other. If something frightens you, it may be a sign that it is worth pursuing. Your worth should not be determined by someone else's inability to recognize it. Emotions themselves are not negative, but rather our reactions to them can be harmful. It is crucial to learn how to deal with negative emotions in a productive manner. Individuals who introduce new perspectives and ways of thinking are valuable. Enemies often tell harsh truths, while friends may sometimes lie to spare feelings. Embrace the idea of being disliked in order to act boldly, regardless of popular opinion. Speak your truth, even if it is not what others want to hear. Let go of individuals who disrupt your peace. We tend to overestimate what can be accomplished in a year, yet underestimate what is possible in 5. While the past may have been chaotic, it can be a source of strength for the future. If a situation is beyond your control, release it from your mind. Do not fear starting over, as you are not beginning from scratch, but from past experiences. Taking on more responsibility allows you to empower yourself to make real change. Pain your friends and family do not. Always know what is best for. Extended period of time, always remember that your loneliness may be the result of striving to improve yourself. So make sure to appreciate the people around you, because you never know when they may leave your life. Pay attention to how people act rather than just what they say, and don't try to change a person's true nature. Taking small steps towards your goals can help you feel motivated, and remember that the support of others during hard times is more important than their praise during success. Forgiveness benefits you more than the person who hurt you, so accept things as they are and focus on the present rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Stay true to yourself and be honest, even if it means not having a large circle of friends. Learn to accept people for who they are, and always remember that consistent effort leads to success. No matter how skilled you are, being in the wrong environment will not result in any value. If you have a lot of time, you can choose between a comfortable, stress-free life or a more challenging and meaningful life. A person should be mature enough to acknowledge their mistakes, intelligent enough to learn from them, and brave enough to fix them. Blaming others for your problems gives them control over you and lets them determine your happiness and well-being. People dislike you when they can't manipulate you. It's important to forgive yourself for not knowing things before you learn them. If you're constantly trying to prove your worth to someone, you've forgotten your own value. When a promise is broken, don't look for your purpose elsewhere. Create meaning where you are. No single thing can fix all your issues, whether it's a goal, achievement, or relationship. You might always feel somewhat inadequate and dissatisfied with life, but a happy life isn't one without challenges. Stress. It's a life of meaningful. Stress, you won't forget some bad things. You just stop caring until that happens. Don't stress too much about. It's never too late to do the thing you've always wanted to do. Don't let naysayers discourage you, because they may be projecting their own insecurities. The more you love yourself, the more you'll detach yourself from things that don't love. You follow your heart, but take your brain with. You can have results or excuses not. Both. Growth happens when you start doing things that you're not qualified to do. Do be smart enough to ask for advice, but be wise enough to know who to seek it from. With time, the more wins with fear you can accumulate, the more fearless you will become. Never make someone a priority who only makes you an option. Whoever fights can lose. Whoever doesn't fight has already lost. The only way to feel better about yourself is to do things worth feeling good about. A lot of things broke your heart, but fixed your vision. Never deny yourself an experience just because it's unknown or uncomfortable. It may just be a defining and wonderful part of your life. There will always be someone who can't see your worth. Don't let it be. Your entire life can change in an instant. So instead of passively taking what you have for granted, be grateful for it and do whatever good you can with it. One of the most dangerous things you can do is believe someone's opinion about you. Your relationship with others is a direct reflection of your relationship with yourself. Your tomorrow can be very different from today if you keep thinking about what is not working today, and I promise you that your tomorrow won't. Either it's not about having time, it's about making time. You can't always be nice, that's how people take advantage of you sometimes. You have to set boundaries, destroy the old you before it destroys. You be selfish with your time. A lot of people don't deserve it. Never be so loyal that you betray in yourself. You cannot have everything. You always exchange something for something. Weak people revenge strong people, forgive intelligent people. Ignore. We are defined by what we give up, what we sacrifice, and what we reject. You are merely a reflection of the preferences and demands of the people around you. If you don't decide who you are, other people will decide for you. You grow as much as the amount of truth you're willing to accept about yourself without running away. There is always time. The only question is how long you will make excuses and pretend that it doesn't
exist. Life moves pretty fast if you don't stop and look around once in a while. You could miss
it. The worst kind of enemies are those who pretend to be your friends. You don't have to attend every
argument you're invited
to. Do not discuss your past with anyone, because only you know its true story and significance. Others may not understand or even use it against you. Success and failure are fuzzy concepts that only exist in your mind.
Before you do something, not
after. The more grateful you are, the more beauty you will see all around you. The more generous life will seem, and the happier you will become. Sometimes you need to stop seeing the good in people and start seeing what
they show
you. If there's something you want to do
in life, don't wait. If you do, you might
find 5 years have passed without you doing
anything. Most of your problems disappear
once you start hanging out with smarter, more thoughtful people. Everything comes to you at the
right time. Be patient and trust the
process. You can't always help. Sometimes you will watch people you love make
terrible decisions despite the advice
you give them. Envy is a waste of time. You already have all you need. Sometimes the world is trying to tell you who you are, but if you don't stop to reflect and listen, you'll never be able to
enjoy every bit of your life to the fullest. Your compromises and sacrifices will be rewarded.
An apology without change is just a manipulation. You don't really know the
person you're with until you move in
together. Never marry anyone without living with them. First, hurting them back will not heal your pain. Someday you will look back and know exactly why it had to happen. You cannot control the behavior of others, but you can always choose how you respond to it. Stop having relationship problems as people. You are not in relationships
with. Once you lose someone, it is never
exactly the same person who comes back. If you spend too much time thinking
about a thing, you'll never get it
done. If you say you'll do something, do
it. Your word is one of the most valuable
things you can cultivate, and if your word ever loses that value, it will be hard to get it back. Trust takes years to build, seconds to break, and forever to repair. You might not enjoy discipline, but you'll enjoy the results. You won't always be able to help
someone change for the better if you Keep trying, there will come a day when
you decide you can't do it anymore and
they clearly don't want to change. Just because you miss them doesn't mean
you need them back in your life. The cost of procrastination is the
life you could have.
live. To be careful who you share your weaknesses with. Some people can't wait for the opportunity to use them against you. In solitude, the mind gains strength and
learns to lean upon self. Sooner or later, a person who wears two faces forgets which one is
real. What you allow is what will continue. Your true friends become apparent when you're at your
lowest. Live life the way you want to
live it, because even people who care for
you can't be with you every step of the
way. You're going to make a lot of people mad doing what's right for you. If you can't take care of yourself,
you can't take care of anyone else. Potential means you haven't done
anything. Yet maturing is realizing that
overplaying your part in people's lives.
And to prove your loyalty is only proving how much less you value yourself. Deal with people the way they deal with you.
If you're lucky enough to get a second
chance at something, don't waste it. Stop looking for happiness in the same place you lost
it. Real strength is letting people lose
you instead of begging them to choose
you. There's a reason why some people are not in your life anymore. Honesty is a very expensive gift. Don't
expect it from cheap
people. Most people are only nice when things don't
matter. Never be so kind you forget to be clever, and never be so clever you forget to be kind. You'll be alone in the most difficult
times of your life. These times will make
you wise, mature, and
fearless. Some people only care about you
if you're doing something for them. When you start seeing your worth, you'll find it harder to stay around
people who
don't. The truth is that maturing is realizing that a relationship can always work out and always be fixed, no matter
the situation. One wrong step can change
everything. Don't lie, don't cheat, be honest and be loyal. Never take someone's feelings for granted. You never know how much courage they took to share them.
If you have more than 3 priorities,
You have none. Resentment is like taking poison
and waiting for the other person to die. You can't really control someone's
loyalty towards you. You can do so much
for someone and still not be treated well. If you blame it on someone else, don't expect it to get better. One day you'll have a clean, quiet
house and a car with a spotless interior,
and all you'll want is for the ones who
they made the mess to come. Home action proves who someone is. Words they just prove who they pretend to be.
Once you feel you are avoided by someone,
They never disturb them.
Again, be cautious with good deeds.
Kindness has limits, and some may exploit
Your
generosity. Your progress does not need to be seen or validated by others to be
real expectation always hurts, so expect less or no expectation from
others. You'll ruin your life trying to make everyone happy. The only time you should look into someone else's bowl is to make sure they have enough. Given the choice between being
right and being kind, choose
kind. Don't take criticism from anyone.
You would not take advice
From when you're working for someone else's dream, you sacrifice your own. A person who doesn't have a life of their own will always try to create drama in yours.
You can't lose what you never had. You
Can't keep what's not yours, and you
Can't hold on to some things that don't.
Want to. Stay life always offers you a second chance, it's called.
Tomorrow most people will deceive you if.
You give them at least half a
Chance, it's never too late to reinvent.
on yourself when you do things right. People won't be sure you've done anything at all. Don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. The people who mind don't matter.
The people who matter don't.
Mind believe half of what you see and don't believe anything you hear. Never expect someone to catch you when you fall, even if you have caught any from falling. You can be friends with people for years, and it could take years to realize they were never your friends. All endings are also beginnings. We just don't know it at the time. Life may knock you down, but remember, you don't lose by falling. You lose by staying down. You may be the only person left who believes in you, but it's enough. The more you don't have sex, the less you want it. Not everyone is meant to be in your future. Some people are just passing through to teach you lessons in life.